Hi, how are
Hey,
you?
good. How are you? I'm loving your leather jacket. Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Red couch. It's a good look. It's a good look.
I'm at home right now.
Love it.
um, and by the way, I know like some of my colleagues met you in 2017, so we're really excited and we hope that we
Really?
get to see you
Oh my
back here.
God.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was really excited to learn that we're finally getting our first Southeast Asian Disney princess. What's it like for you playing the role, and where and how did you draw your inspiration from?
Oh my goodness. I drew my inspiration, I think, from everywhere. That sounds like such a lame answer. Um, I think that for me, playing Raya started from finding some sort of commonality. Like she's a very relatable character. I think that she's someone who saw the world in a very specific way. Then this horrible thing happens, and then she sort of changes the way that she perceives the world. It becomes this place of distrust. It becomes a place of danger, and then she learns how to find the good in the world again. I think that for me, that is really relatable to just anyone's human experience. Yeah, it means a lot to me that I get to play her. It's wild.
Yeah, it's incredibly mind blowing. I did think we would get to see a Southeast Asian Disney princess ever in my life. Um,
Right? Yeah, that's crazy. Like, let's sit with that a second. Like the idea that we all, I don't want to speak for you, but I feel like I grew up in this generation where I wasn't really seeing representations of myself in media or in books or anywhere. And to have a movie like this where you're not just getting Raya, but you're getting Namari and you're getting Sisu and you're getting Boone and Noi and Tong and a wealth of characters, and recognizing that there is a valid experience there, and that is so important to me. I think that yeah, it's a big deal to be a part of this movie that's sort of changing the narrative in terms of who gets to be a hero or who gets to be a princess. It's
I
cool.
agree. I agree. And just speaking about experiences, I was born and raised in Singapore. I know that you come from being you have parents who are Vietnamese, and you were born and raised in California. How do you think Raya and the Last Dragon connects with youth that are part of the Southeast Asian diaspora?
I A lot. I think something that I really, really related to, the relationship between Benja and Raya was a big one for me. I think that, I don't want to generalize about Southeast Asians, so I'll just talk about my parents, but that sort of relationship of feeling like there is honor to be upheld, there is a very specific way in which Benja sort of teaches Raya about the world. And there's, I don't want to say pressure. I don't think it's pressure, but there's this sort of expectation. Um, I really, really relate to that. There's also other parts of the movie too that, are so specific to Southeast Asia, the food,
That was a
the
huge part.
fabric,
Yeah.
right? Right? Yeah, the clothing, the way that with all the 5 different clans, like I just love how specific everybody was about the different shapes people were wearing, the different colors, the patterns, everything was so meticulously studied. And I think that you can see that. For me, it's sort of that melding of all of those different things. And when you're watching it, it just feels so authentic to that region of the world. It's really special.
Yeah. Now, I think this is more of a personal question. I know that with COVID-19, there has been like a rise of violence towards Asian Americans in the US. And I just wanted to check in and ask you, how are you doing? How are your friends? How are your family coping with what's happening in the world? Yeah.
Yeah, that's awful. I mean, obviously, these are horrific events. And um, I think that we're living in a really specific time where I think I think racism always existed. I think we're just now putting a flashlight on it or a spotlight on it.
Mhm.
I think I think that this movie is coming out at a very specific time for the Asian community, because there is so much heartbreak and there is so much hurt over these obviously horrible things, and to be part of something during this moment in time where we can sort of celebrate who we are and be proud of that is a really big deal to me.
Yeah. Thank you so much for answering that question, and I hope you're doing amazing and are going through okay.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so
You
much.
too. Yeah.
Have a good day.
You
Bye.
too.